Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel 4 Part 7. In the previous video we left behind the hidden village and we're in the forest. Before we left the forest though, we found this monster and I figured we'd fight it, and the fight, well, it was pretty good until he just S-craft and fucking killed me, because yeah, even random monsters get S-crafts now. Don't you just love instantly losing the fight?
That enemy is strong.
Because an enemy got one attack off? Oh boy, it's so fun. Let's try it again. We have a little bit more CP this time. I would have liked to have gotten max CP. Okay, actually one monster did respawn. But I was gonna say there's no monsters left to fight, but I don't know.
Now this one looks worth my while.
Okay, at least you're healing before we get to do any damage. You're fine. Una would never die. Hoggy. Okay.
Eye for an eye. Let's go.
Insight looking kind of fresh.
Ah! Let's go. Ah! Very well.
I don't think I want a Proud Warrior yet. Well, I don't know. I mean, I feel like breaking doesn't really do anything here. I'll Wind Blade.
Strike! Wind Blade formation!
You think I won't Wind Blade?
Well. Strike!
Okay, you AT delayed one of them. Kurt would never die. Kurt doesn't believe in death. Okay, now, okay, I did just say I kind of rather Proud Warrior now. So a little bit of a waste in the Wind Blade, but
How? Proud Warrior!
should have just done it from the start.
My turn.
But I kind of forgot that Randy has enough CP to do this now. Oh yeah, you can't hit multiple. Okay, at least you can hit these two. That should kill one of them. Or come very close to killing him if nothing else. It should straight up kill.
Eat steel! I'd just give up if I were you.
Unfortunately, Randy, you have no Vanish resistance, so we can't win. Bro, don't juice me. Okay,
Nope.
it missed on the Unster. Good job. Unfortunately, Kurt has died.
Foolish.
All right.
This is fine.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, Kurt, you were too strong and you've been nerfed into the ground. Or not really nerfed into the ground. You'll be strong eventually. We just need to get you a belt again. Unfortunately, your new outfit does not provide for a belt.
Arcus activate.
Therefore, you have to perish. No, but I can't do anything about Petrify. I don't get that
All
attack.
right.
Why does it sometimes do no damage, sometimes it does a ton? Oh, was it because maybe our arts were buffed that one time? Does Fortuna give arts buff now? It does. Alright, so it's back to the way it used to work. Do I have any specific anti-petrify? Not really. We do have a bunch of Curia bombs.
Yes.
Thanks.
Now.
I kind of forgot you had Chrono Drive, if I'm being completely honest. Man, I would love to get that Zero Order, but I don't think we can.
Arcus activate.
Bro, how many moves you got?
Eye for an eye.
That's good.
Yeah.
Don't juice me. You're fine.
Why? No.
Kurt, you wouldn't die,
My turn.
right?
Now.
Well,
Charging.
Hog.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Thanks.
This isn't good.
I knew Randy would never let me down. Now the problem here is that we're fucking toast. I mean, you can try this and hope you live.
Ha!
I shall go.
Alright, I kind of want to start casting Fortuna.
Charging.
Here I go.
Unfortunately, my characters that know Fortuna, they have this bad habit of fucking dying. It's causing a bit of an issue. I mean, I kind of like don't want to hurt you because I'm worried you're gonna cast or res people.
Arcus activate.
You're not dead. You're not dead. You'd never die.
Yeah. I need to do something.
Okay, Breath is still pathetic in its AoE. I mean, I really want to cast Fortuna, but like everybody keeps freaking dying, man. You can barely move. Really, I need to try and get like a hit and an unbalance so that I can just Evan Crest for like a little bit of safety that way. Who are you healing? You're healing Kurt.
Eh?
That puts your regen.
I appreciate it.
Now.
Altina, I think you run the fuck away from everyone else. That's
Let's
cool.
go.
I love it. Randy, I mean, you can probably kill one of them with a Proud Warrior ult, even at just 200 CP, or at the very least come very close. Do you have any burn resistance? You have very little. We could also try that. That's probably what we'll do. I need you to Fortuna. I did buy a Fortuna as well. Yeah, Fortuna doesn't hit the whole screen anymore, which is okay. I kind of liked when it did, but at least it gives an arts defense buff now, so it's not a complete and total
I'll
nerf.
support
Thank you. Got it.
But yeah, I think you Gale, because if you burn, the burn is super strong right now. Unbalance. And then you unbalance.
Try this on for size. Crimson Gale.
Good job.
They're off guard.
You burned them all.
They're mine.
What?
God.
My turn.
Randy, how could you do this to me? Okay, we Evan Crest.
Let's go. Evan Crest.
Actually, we can't Evan Crest.
I shall go.
Like, we gotta remember to say we can't kill him until we have an Evan Crest up because AT
Charging.
delay, I mean S-Crafts are fun. We gotta be careful. My Evan Crest? That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that dude's dead.
It's my turn.
But like, you see, the thing is that my Evan Crest, it's very sick.
Arcus activate. Now.
Oh, because Kurt technically went. You're still not dead? Come on, bro.
Charging. Eh?
You knocked her just far enough.
I was foolish.
Yeah.
My turn.
Randy would never die. Unfortunately, you see, the thing is that Randy is dead. Yeah, you can't even... Well, this would kill you, so probably not a good idea to... I mean, you could walk out. Oh, it's targeted. Cool.
I shall go.
Cool, cool, cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Did it hit both of them? Nope. What's more... I mean, it's probably just better to just do damage against you.
Now.
Yeah, I think we Thalos ahead of time. Even though I would like to cast a spell, I feel like that's just going to get us killed.
Charging.
Gotta be kidding me.
Ha.
Thanks.
No. Okay, one damage, Poggy. I mean, the arts defense buff is fucking schmacking. We got that going for us, at least. Bro, how are you not dead? This does cure stat down, and we could use some CP. I mean, because I kind of want to keep our arts buffed for the enhance, because it probably would let us live. Because, I mean, the damage wasn't crazy. It's really more the vanish than anything that was the problem. Like, we could cast on Randy and then have Randy move in. But he'd also maybe just die. Alright, here's the play. You can't move. But, like, what if you could?
Striker!
Alright, here's the other play. Good Forte. You can't Warcry into Forte. But you can't Warcry and do anything, like S-Craft was.
Arcus activate! Now.
What if you just slightly moved Altina? So it's a 9 delay, which kind of sucks.
My turn. Eye for an eye.
Best state, I mean, hitting Yuna is great.
Eh?
Because she will heal naturally over time. Bro, our heals are so pathetic.
Now. Arcus activate.
I've been juiced.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot
My
to
turn.
equip the, that anti-stat down item. What, your speed is lowered? Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Arcus activate.
My turn.
We could use the CP as well. I would love it if that boy Kurt was alive.
Eye for an eye.
That's good. You're not hitting Altina, thankfully.
Here I
I
go.
mean, I'll tell you, Altina's still up in here. She's fucking people up. She's doing her thing. You'll probably enhance soon. We probably just want to go for like the most. Well, can you? Your arts are buffed.
Arcus activate. Now.
Granted, I mean, the BP would have been nice, but I don't think we're going to be able to get 4 anyway.
Eh? Yeah.
Here I go.
How do you have 4 turns of arts? But now you only have 1? I guess Yuna had 4 turns, and I thought they both had 4 turns?
Try this on. Crimson Gale. Now's our chance.
They're mine. It's my turn.
You can't Fortuna. Ugh. And you're gonna heal. But are you gonna heal? You will.
Yeah. This.
So keep your arts defense up.
I shall go.
Hey yo, Altina, what happened to your freaking stealth ability, man? What happened to that shit? That was pretty pog. I liked it when you had that. Man, I think we just have to hope that Yuna either, like, lives. No, I was gonna say you could, like, try and pre-heal.
Charging. Yeah.
You still have your 1 turn of... Oh, actually, that lost your art defense. You lived?
Gotta be kidding me.
Now I just need you to
Danger
live
level high.
long enough for Yuna to come back from the Shadow Realm. This instant cast is really good. Kind of.
Arcus activate. Yeah.
That's 3 turns
Thanks.
basically we bought.
Now.
And then you just gotta hope the Randy Randerson doesn't fucking die. Or is able to survive for long enough. Oh, that's cool. That's
My
pretty
turn.
cool. That's cool. I love cool shit. Big fan of cool stuff. Me and all my friends, we love cool things.
There!
It's possible Randy can, if he can just like not get petrified or nothing,
Strength depleted. I'm sorry.
he could kill with an S-Craft. My CP? My CP?
Don't give up!
Thanks.
Oh, she's back!
Here I go!
So you could Warcry ult, which wouldn't quite be enough. This won't kill you, right? Oh god. We've already established I can't do math. I mean, 40% of you, this should 100% not kill you, but like, I don't know, man. I was pretty confident that that Chrono Burst in the last video, or the finale of CS3 wouldn't kill me. Because, oh god, I'm dreading that video going up. People are really gonna think I'm stupid. Because like, the math issue I was making there was that Reen had like 10,500 HP. And so the way I was trying to simplify it in my head was that, okay, well, Chrono Burst is gonna do 75, or you know, 7.5k plus 70% of 500. But instead of adding 70% of 500, which would be approximately, you know, 400-ish, or like 375, something like that, I was adding the 25%, so I'm like, oh, this will do like 7,600 damage, as opposed to the 8k it actually ended up doing. That's the reasoning there. So, I mean, I don't think this kills you, but I also, like, think it might. I just don't think you're gonna do 5k. Maybe if Yuna is an absolute G.
Try this on for size. Crimson Gale!
Okay, that
You're off
didn't
guard.
do enough. Come
They're
on.
mine!
That's the wrong one, Yuna.
Don't give
Thanks.
Hey, Sheer.
up! Here I go!
I mean, I think we just... Depending on the hit, if Randy could just ult again. If Randy Randerson, that boy Randy could just ult again. Okay, you actually have an arts buff, but you got no mana. But you Proud Warrior.
How? Proud Warrior!
Here I go!
And then we laugh as Kurt's dead body gets a strength buff. If you get a follow-up, we kill.
Take this!
Wait, what? Oh, the fight didn't end. I was really under the impression the fight would end, dude.
I need to do something!
Okay. I would like it if everyone else got CP or XP for this. Wait, how does XP work now? You only get XP if you're actually alive when the thing dies. So I think even if we res Kurt and Altina, they're not going to get a lot of XP. Because the boss died while they were dead. I think that's the way the mechanic works. I don't know. Please don't kill me. It's just all I ask is you to not freaking kill me.
You can't escape! Fire!
My turn!
You didn't move down? Okay, this would definitely kill you.
You're done. Eat this! Knocked him right into next
Instructor
week.
Randy, he's my savior. He's so good. Okay. Oh yeah, no. I was like, hey, look how much XP Altina got. It's so much more than Kurt. And I'm like, oh wait, actually, it wasn't even really that much. It wasn't even like a level. Brown hair for Randy. Oh god, I don't even want to look. I can't even imagine Randy without red hair. That's like his thing. Ah, it's like, what the hell? It's like more of like a blonde than a brown. It's like a really dirty blonde. I don't like that at all. Alright. I mean, that's not so bad. Especially now, because so it seems like your defense buffs, at least right now, are extremely strong. I don't know whether or not they will scale as well into the end of the game. Also, Altina, what are your stats? Like, your stats are like, your default defensive stats are way higher than everyone else. Which is usually how it works, but I feel like it's like even more significant right now. Like, yeah, your arch defense in particular is fucking massive. You have like a 300 base advantage. How much of that is from your master cards? Not that much. It's just your base stats are super high in that regard. That's pretty good. That's one thing that is kind of nice about.
There's some fish there.
It was the same in CS3, but it feels even like just based on right now, it feels even more pronounced. But that defensive stats are actually kind of a thing that matter now, compared to in previous games where defense was like a fucking joke stat that did nothing. It felt like. It was like, I mean, I remember in CS1, Milliam had like 40% more defense than Reen, but took like 9% less damage from attacks. It's just like, you know, it's not even close to being nearly effective enough to be useful or to be like worth caring about. Alright, I'm going to actually pause for a second and then we will be right back. Alrighty, we're back, and let's say goodbye to the forest. We had some good times here. You know, the monster, not as bad as the Spider Lords. Granted, the Spider Lords were only bad because I didn't know Poison was strong. In the first game, once I learned Poison was actually like a thing. Well, it's strong in the early game. It, of course, kind of sucks ass once you get to the mid game because the percentages are, not really percentages, but like it's a capped value. Feels good to be out of the forest, but 2k damage per tick for 7 turns is incredibly strong in the early game, though. Is it just me, or were the monsters a lot stronger than the last time? Or maybe due to the disruption of the spirit veins. It's actually plot bullshit, because this happens in every single game. Perhaps it may be something else as well. I sense the higher elements ahead. It seems they're also active out on the highway. Well, isn't that the spirit veins stuff? Really? Even there? I feel it too. Something has changed the last time we were here. Clam Slayer's sensors do not lie. Unlike in the forest, their presence feels subdued up ahead. There's another thing we can do to chalk up to the Great Twilight. Come on, let's get to Saint Arkh and check things out there. Right. Saint Arkh is east of here. Let's get going, shall we? Oh, they're active everywhere. That's cool. I'm not against that. I mean, honestly, I kind of feel like they should be active. Bro, this music is fucking... what the hell? This is too good for a damn track walking around music. I mean, I wouldn't be against it just being the default, like, I mean, not really overworld. You don't have an overworld in these games, but I wouldn't mind hearing this for like the rest of the game wherever we're on trails. To pardon the, not really a pun, but it's kind of like, you know, the Sky 2 music when you're just like on the trails is super good. The song that came back to haunt me in the stupid Altina thing, where apparently it's supposed to be the same song, even though it sounds like not even like a little different. It doesn't even sound vaguely similar to Looking to the Sky. IMO. But I'm also tone deaf, so I guess you can't take my opinion for anything.
Ready to go.
But like, is there any chests? Honestly, if they're not on the minimap, I'm so blind. I'm so just used to staring at the damn minimap that without having the chest quartz, I'm like...
Hey, look over there!
What am I looking at?
Seems we've reached Saint Arkh.
Oh.
All right, let's head in. Stay on your guard.
You think we're gonna be on like a wanted list? I kind of feel like we'd be on a wanted list. Also, you would think they would like shut down Clam Soleases from like remotely. Is that a thing they could do?
Eat this!
Now's our chance.
Yuna, you get the break, but you don't have the ability to break. That's okay. Instructor Randy's here to hit in a very small AoE.
About time I got this
I remember the
started.
Hypnotoad. You fuckers were annoying as hell.
Here we go.
They have infinite HP? Okay, they don't really, but...
Wide open.
You just do 200 damage,
Let's go.
you know? What's your issue? What's your major malfunction?
It's down.
Kurt?
Gotcha!
Hey, also, it's that, I was thinking... What
My
the...
turn.
You little... I was thinking that Randy was lowering speed because of assist, but it's actually just because he has Speed Breaker. I mean, we really shouldn't be stacking up like this. Oh my freaking god, that shit smack.
This is it.
Hey, you fainted. No, you would never kill Altina. Kurt. Oh,
My
frick.
turn. Begin retreat.
See ya.
Exiting the battlefield.
Alright, the Hypnotoads remain undefeated. They stay winning.
Woo! Ha! Baby! Get in there! Some treasure!
Coarse rock salt. Should we really be eating box salt? We get a green pendulum. That, I guess, I mean, maybe you're supposed to, like, leave that monster and come back. Because, I mean, that would have clearly helped there. Oh, this doesn't prevent banish. But never mind, it wouldn't really help there. Alright, never mind. I'm staying mad. Who would I prefer to have prevent stat down? Well, since stat down, like, it works differently with stat ups, it seemed like, because when we double blade dance, all it did was, it seemed like it maybe made our stat debuffs wear out sooner, which seems like really ass in comparison to, you know, nullifying them entirely. Guess you can have that, and you're still banned for now. But alright, I guess we'll, I guess one thing I don't know, about like going back to Saint Arkh first in Chapter 1. On one hand, I get it, because Saint Arkh is the location that it's been the longest since you visited in CS3. But there is also like I don't really want to just like visit the locations in the exact same order as the previous game. You know? Because I think the series has already been a little guilty of like kind of playing out the same way in that regard. A long time since we came by the residential district in Saint Arkh. So I'm trying to think. Well, Sky 2, because you start in Rouen, right? You do Rouen, Zeiss. I don't know where you go for Chapter 3. I mean, I know Chapter 4 is... Oh, you go to Granzel for Chapter 3, right? Yeah, with Rin and everything. Because they kind of... I mean, you basically do it in the same order. You just skip Roland and come back and do it last when you're doing in Sky 2. And CS1, where do you go first in CS1? Well, yeah, it's the same when you go back to Celtic, right? Yeah. Where you go to the first location from the previous game first. Look at this place, it doesn't seem like it changed too much. It may seem like that on the surface, but a lot can happen in 4 months. Got that right, we need to tread carefully. You hear anything from Sylphid yesterday? Yeah, she told me there's a place we can use as a base of operations. That building over there, let's go and check it out. Oh, she's clicky clacking. Altini, you can't just keep hitting the same 4 keys over and over again to compose a message. I see, so this is the guild's temporary branch office, huh? Perfect place for getting things done on the down low. Build Class 7 used it before. How are things looking, Allie? There are no communication lines here. We'll need to take our investigation out in the streets and gather information ourselves. That's fine, let's we have a base to use. Let's get to work. What should we start with first? Top goal is to find the singularity. First thing we need to get up to speed on everything going on in Erebonia right now. Agreed, we should ensure we have a solid foothold here. Be wise to ask around the cafe and cathedral then. I'm sure they'll provide valuable sources of intel. Want to get in contact with Marcus Hyams as well somehow. An idea, he could be really helpful. Apparently he was in the capital during the Great Twilight. Do you think he's come back yet? We could check the Marcus's estate in the Noble District to be certain. It's a total of 3 places to collect information. Well, let's get moving then. And then Randy's all impressed. He's like, wow, you guys are real good at this whole thing. Sorry, Randy, we didn't even let you get a word in, huh? Don't worry about it. Figured I'd leave this one to you guys anyway. Still. Randy? Don't mind me. Right now, it's just up in the air just how close to the Chancellor's tracking your guys' movements. Got a lay of the land from back during field exercises, but this time you need to tread real carefully. Got it. Let's get started. I mean, there is the issue of, like, I don't know. In theory, there's no way we should ever be able to beat the bad guys. Like, they've been built up a little too much. Did you only give me 100 CP? Or did you not give me CP at all? You did. This game just tries to infuriate me sometimes. Why do some things, like, you're like, oh, let's make ends give BP and CP now so that you don't have to spam them twice. Beds, spam them twice. Also, no BP. Fuck you. You little motherfucker. I'd hope we'd never be swept up into another war again. How far would the Imperial government go playing with people's lives? Was getting dragged into the Civil War not enough for that? If it wasn't for that, Mom and Dad, they might have... Everything's gonna be okay, Elm. I promise, I'm right here with you. I'm gonna protect you from Mom and Dad. Thanks, Richie. I'll be sure to protect you too, no matter what. Last thing Richie needs from me is to get him all worried. I'm the adult here. I should set an example as his older sister. At any rate, he did just the trick to cheer me up. I better head to work then. I wouldn't want to keep the Stanley residents waiting. Nah, you've been cursed. You're supposed to support the Civil War? I know Ilma... Oh, not the Civil War. The War with Coward. This time I'm gonna protect her, so he doesn't need to worry. I mean, I do kind of like the idea of the Civil War maybe making some people a little less weird, you know, less supportive of the government in this, like, another war. Because that's honestly kind of something that, like, I felt should have been explored more when it came to Crossbell. As opposed to just, instantly having the Empire invade Crossbell off-screen, essentially. Is that it felt like they had set the stage for this, like, kind of precarious position where Calvard's having all its economic issues and terrorism that maybe they can't invade Crossbell because of it, or they can't, you know, invade and risk war with Erebonia. And Erebonia is, like, recovering from its civil war, so it can't invade and risk war with Calvard. So that, like, Crossbell could have existed in, like, a quasi-independent state post-Azure. That would have been kind of interesting. And even if the Empire did eventually invade and win, would have been much cooler to actually have it, like, happen on screen after a period of uncertainty, rather than the way it happens where it's just, like... I mean, regardless of how you, whether you play Cold Steel or Azure first, it still just kind of, like, happens off screen, basically. Like, honestly, it's something I never really talked about, but, like, the invasion of Crossbell is actually even more jarring if you just play Cold Steel 2, it feels like. Because, like, that whole sequence with Reen and Crossbell after Osborne being like, I'm your dad. The whole, like, oh yeah, we invaded Crossbell, by the way. Like, of course, I mean, I knew it was coming because I played Azure first and everything. But, like, I think that sequence would have probably been even more jarring to me if it was like, oh yeah, this whole, like, Crossbell thing you've been hearing about, well, that was resolved off screen, basically. Went back to my family's home in the capital. My parents are giving away all their valuable stuff, like our orbital card to the government. They told me I should cooperate with the war effort too. They're completely different people now. It really freaked me out, so I came running back here to stay at my grandmother's house. Is what I'm doing hurting my family? I don't know your parents, but if you as their daughter felt that strongly about it, I think your decision was probably right. Yeah, I guess you're right. Thank you for listening to me. I was quite worried about their parents back in Heimdall. Changing almost completely in character and becoming wholeheartedly devoted to the war. Could it be the Great Twilight? It's very likely. The camp is the source of the Great Twilight. The impact on the mind there is probably very severe. I can see that. still do wish at least one character would be like, yo, what the fuck is the Red Quiet Twilight? Or at least, even better, be like, this shit don't make no goddamn sense. I mean, like, I'm sure they'll at least attempt to explain it more. Now, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna buy the explanation, but I'll keep an open mind in that regard. But like, my worries over the Great Twilight not making any damn sense would be alleviated a lot if at least one character would be like, yo, this Great Twilight shit doesn't make any damn sense. Kind of like how, like, I just needed Reen to say that he wants to overthrow the government in CS2. Like, I just needed him to say that. Now, that's not really what he says in CS3, but I read the subtext. I know what Reen wants to do. He wants to fight the president on the roof of the Capitol building and overthrow the dictator, just like his boy Lloyd. Into the Civil War, Crossbow North Ambria emerged. I thought that things would finally calm down. I think the Emperor would almost be assassinated by a spy and that we'd be heading to war with Calvert now. It's like a bad dream. That does kind of remind me, speaking of like the Emperor not being dead, and how I'm not totally convinced that Oliver and friends are also dead. So I was legitimately of the opinion that Milliam was like fucking gone and toasted. I will say, seeing the display image, where was it? It was like an options that I've talked about seeing in the last video, or video before last. The fact that you could see Milliam there, it makes me think that they might just like bring her back anyway. Because I mean, I guess in theory, there's no reason why she can't turn back from a sword, right? I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be... I guess the thing is that like... I can see them explaining anything. I mean, I kind of like... I don't know if I would say it cheapens her sacrifice, but I would prefer it, not out of any hate for Milliam's character, but just because like I just don't like fake out deaths. You know? It sounds like they're having, like, even Oliver, like, I mean, while there's definitely a large part of it that's like, he's gonna fucking show back up, and I kind of almost want him to, I would really respect it more if he just stayed dead. But at the same time, I do wish this death scene was handled better then, if you're actually gonna kill him off, as opposed to it being so, like, sudden, but where he only gets to see, he doesn't really get to do, like, a little, like, last final speech or actions or whatever. Huh, wonder what's up. Come on, Corolla, why are you mean mugging me like that? Just answer me, Nash. Is it true? Did you get a draft card for the military? I did, just the other day, in fact. Can't say I saw myself crawling through the trenches. Hey, at least there'll be some training at the camp beforehand. Why that smile off your face? Do you understand the gravity of the situation? You're going to war. Corolla. You can yell until you're blue in the face. It won't change the fact that the draft is inevitable. But I'd be lying if I said it felt real to me. It still doesn't. Draft? Going to war? I must be conscripting for the army. They're calling up civvies to prepare for war. Thankfully, it's as the odd cutoff age of 19, so everyone here is safe. Well, I guess except for Randy. You mean because of the National Mobilization Law, the Blood and Iron Chancellor is enacted? It puts an unimaginable burden on every airborne citizen. Also, the government can wage total war. All the way up to putting them on the front lines. How could they do this? Oh, customers, I'm so sorry. That was terribly unprofessional. I'll take your order if you're ready. This horse racing ban is pure idiocy. Now, there's no work for the trainers, and the horse's muscles are going to deteriorate, and I won't have any mirror to buy drinks at this rate. Now, let's come to this. I think I'll go check with the guys at 9 and see if they got any job openings. I don't even want to hear about Nines, alright? After they baited me in the frickin' stupid bet, it's a recipe for disaster. I'm really having to be delicate with how I look after them. All our efforts, horse and trainer alike, are going to war. We're wasted at the races. This is really the worst thing that could happen. Yep, that's the worst thing that could have happened. Your fucking horse racing being banned. Yep. I mean, I get that it like affects you personally because it's like your livelihood, and that sucks. But I think the worst thing that could have happened is, I don't know, if you got like drafted and died in Calvert. Which might still happen. I don't know. Sorry you had to see that. Honestly, it still doesn't really hit me that I've been drafted, but I'll go out there and do my best Nash style. Can't believe it, Nash got a giraffe card. My anxiety's sky high. I've never even entertained the idea of a life without him in it. Only been a few weeks since I started delivery service with high quality food for my wife. We're getting good reviews, but we still don't have any orders. Well, I guess we won't really get anywhere until a word gets out about how Razumi started doing deliveries. Best bet is to grow on our solid reputation by getting out there and making new clients. I mean, I remember you. Yeah, because your wife works at like the department store or something. I talked to you, right? Yeah. Say anything on a second time? In 7 years since the continent had such a large-scale war, anything like Calvert won't be a small conflict. I hate to think how things would go from here on. Yeah, I don't think they've ever officially said how long it's been since the last like full-scale war with Calvert before. For some reason, my dad's still telling me those unrealistic stories of his. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to believe in witch medicine. The real reason I recovered from my colds quicker was because of the placebo effect. I'm sure the rest of his stories would fall apart if he was examining them with modern knowledge. Guess most people wouldn't believe in witch medicine. That may be true, but Aaron Village's Aller truly does prepare special medication. That means witch medicine is real. Suppose some truth is hidden in fairy tales. Medicine made by witches belongs in silly stories. Witches really exist, you're gonna need to show me some proof. I mean, you wanna come with us, kid? This medicine was made by a witch. If you drink it, your cold will clear up in an instant. That's all I have to tell Quill for him to take his medicine. When I said it this time, he got mad at me and accused me of lying to him. So sad when kids grow up. If you believe the medicine was brewed by a witch, you drink it and feel better in the morning. Can't use this little trick anymore, huh? Kids sure grow up fast. Oh wow, you can make these like super easily now. Not that I would, but just ignore that one weapon we saw. I mean, I wouldn't say yeah. Would I say I'd be surprised by the fact that Crow's a playable character? No, not really. Yeah, and I still can't tell if on that display image if that's supposed to be Crow or if it's actually, like, the ghost of Emperor Trickles. I don't want to dwell on it too much, but, I mean, the fact that I've seen it means that I'm going to dwell on it. Because, I mean, it looks like Crow's weapon, but it doesn't really look like Crow. Used to carry Calvaldian bowls and sculptures here in the store. When I heard of all these high-handed soldiers roving around, I made sure to move them to the back of storage so they wouldn't get seized. It's a shame. Art that can't be seen is a true waste. Seems we're losing one thing after another these days. It's kind of looking 2,000 HP. I mean, I guess our HP values are a lot higher, so it's not really any better than the old one, but looking. This shadow's still the same. Azurite watch. That's basically just the watch from the last game, but a little bit better. Kaiser Mishi. Oh, break damage is an accessory? That's kind of interesting. And 15 speed? Yeah, that thing's like really strong. Well, it kind of depends, because it feels like the problem with all the late game accessories is that statuses were so, like, omnipresent that you always had to dedicate at least one slot to, like, a Grail Locket, or if you were one of the characters that didn't have a Grail Locket / the blue whatever accessory, you had to dedicate 2 slots to counting statuses. That's one thing I'm kind of interested in regarding to, like, or hopeful of, regarding the change to in the difficulty mod of, like, giving some characters some innate immunities. Because that was something that I just don't really like. Like, when statuses are so, like, oppressive that you have to dedicate your slots to, just preventing them. Because it's more interesting, I think, when you can kind of have your accessories, like, they're not like you have to have a Grail Locket for this fight or you're gonna get, like, completely and totally fucked. Just because, like, just equipping anti-status isn't that interesting to me, as in comparison to, like, the way some accessories can kind of accentuate a build in some ways, or like kind of diversify characters to make them feel a bit even more different, or work to their strengths, or help with their weaknesses, or shore up their weaknesses. We're done here, right? Yeah. Like, for example, a character like Kurt, like how he goes from being kind of mediocre without a gladiator belt to being quite strong once he has that consistent source of CP that he can keep Blade Dance up semi-infinitely. Now, I do think Kurt's going to be a decent... I mean, it kind of will depend on like what he learns as the game progresses. Like if he has any... I mean, I assume every character is going to have at least one new craft, but as of right now, honestly, I think Kurt... Because, I mean, the Blade Dance increase to cost is... I mean, it's pretty noticeable. It's like 33% more expensive overall for your full combo, for like to do a double Blade Dance. And Rain Slash is the same cost, right? I think it's still just 30, but it's also a bit weaker. I don't know. And I don't even... I mean, I thought Kurt was really strong, but he's not necessarily like, you know... Like, he's not head and shoulders above everyone else. I just really like Blade Dance and, like, the turn order manipulation being quite strong. Hey, everyone! Long time no see. It's a great honor that you'd go to the effort of sneaking in to visit my store. Of course, I assume you already know our circumstances. Do you guys know each other? And honestly, I think it seems like a lot of your, like, Brave Order effects last shorter amount of time than they did in previous games, so that's another kind of anti-synergy with Kurt when it comes to Blade Dance, is that you do end up wasting turn effects, which I thought was kind of like a cool way to balance it, but it might actually be a little too far, or like too favored against Kurt now, so I kind of think he might actually not be any good anymore, but we'll have to see. When we visited during the field exercises, he assisted us with collecting intel. This is a weapon shop that both Laura and Fee really like. Anyway, you seen Dan, what happened? I can't shake what happened from the courageous from my mind. Obviously, the fact that Viscount Arcade and Prince Oliver were involved is part of it, but I was good friends with Tobal, who lost his life, and it's been heartbreaking. I see. I met him several times. He was a bright and kind man. That he was. Old Tobal included. He really did lose some valuable friends. Not just me who's finding things tough. I'm sorry you had to see this. I'm sure Tobal would probably be fed up seeing me in this sorry state if he were still here. I have to keep moving forward. Oh, this shit's so expensive. I ain't got that kind of money, man. I mean, I would kind of like to buy any sort of weapon upgrade, but like I can't afford that shit. I mean, I kind of want to go and buy this because the upgraded version seemed incredible. Could sell our spirit incense. I do like that you can see the cost they sell for easier now. Oh, and these actually sell for money. Because it used to be the droplet sold for like 50. That's something. Yeah, I do like how you can more easily see what they sell for. Or it's like more visually noticeable. At a glance, honestly, I think it might be better to sell these. Because, I mean, I used the droplets for, like, the first half of CS1, and then I just kind of, like... I mean, really, it was a mixture of I just got kind of, like, lazy and forgot about them, and then it just became, like, I don't want to use them. You can't make me type beat. Wait, what? Because I don't really know how many we had. We probably had a ton at the end of the game, because I basically just stopped using them in, like, Chapter 3. You lot are for the military academy. Sorry, I got a pretty good idea about what you guys are going through right now. Some soldiers came inquiring about branch campus students earlier. See, so they're asking around. Can't be surprised though that. Oh, honestly, I didn't know anything. All I said was that the branch campus students who came to my store were good kids. Seen a lot of crazy stuff in the newspapers and on the radio. Make sure you look after yourselves when you're walking around the town. Thank you for your advice. Now, what if we actually were terrorists? Like, that seems I mean, like, I don't know. I would be kind of mad if you narked on us, but I'm also like, what if we were terrorists? And you're just like, oh, they can't be. I talked to them 2 times when they bought some stuff at my store. Seems I mean, I guess you're kind of like, it's a lose-lose situation where it's either like, you're betraying someone who is actually good and the government's lying to you, or they are terrorists and you're supporting terrorism. I'm sure the assassination attempts on the Emperor has really affected students in the Academy. I recommend picking up an old book when you're down in the dumps, at least that's what I do to calm down. The Chosen One. Anything we want here? I wouldn't mind having, I mean, granted, we have so many Curio Bombs, we probably don't need to buy specific ones, but they are cheap. I'll buy at least one of each. But I think we have like 10 Curio Bombs. Bro, I got no money, man. What do I want to do? Did I talk to you guys down here? I don't think I did. Duly have reached the end of my hunt for exquisitely rare ingredients here in the Empire, but I can't help feel disappointed about having to return home. Can you even return home? I mean, I guess by this point you probably could. Seems like all our contacted farmers are having their inventory taken by the army. Well, we have a lot of farmers in the province, so it's not like the supply of vegetables is completely dried up. My store specializes in high-quality food ingredients. This whole situation and price inflation will only make things harder for us. I had just started a delivery service company with my husband, too. I can't help but feel depressed about it all. Fine, I'll buy your dang Peckies. Okay, at least the Peckies are actually kind of good now. At least for right now. Will they scale? Probably not. But I mean, a 3k heal at this point is actually pretty strong. It's better than a Terrara Bomb. There are rumors the government is requisitioning supplies. We have a lot of farms around Saint Arkh, so we don't have any supply problems yet. I used to think the war would only impact military folk. But the rationing and conscription has dragged in regular citizens too. Seems the name National Mobilization Law isn't just for show. I was kind of okay with the war when I thought it was just going to be random strangers who had to go die, but now that it's affecting my life... Look, are you looking to purchase clothes? I'm sorry, we had to temporarily suspend custom orders. We received a request from the government to make and repair uniforms for the new recruits. We apologize for any inconvenience this causes, and thank you for your understanding. 35 strength, that's pretty good. I'm gonna hold for now, but... I mean, we'll buy them for completion's sake, and because they're cheap at least. But we will not be... the hair color stuff you can't change. The hair color is like these characters' freaking identities, man. But we'll look at them. Honestly, I think Blonde Yuna is the one that like almost kind of works the most. That one, nope, hate it. And Blonde Altina almost works too. I feel like of all of them, Blonde Yuna was the one that's like the least jarring. Brown Randy and Mint Kurt? No. Don't even, absolutely not. Are you crazy? Best not enter Saint Arkh Station right now. That's what you think. Are you still painting? Now that Father's been drafted, you're in charge of governing all the region you left behind. So how about you step up for a change? Stop goofing off and actually get to work. Come on now, Krista, this will be my final piece. Can't you cut me a break and let me savor it while it lasts? I think there's time for that. You really need more discipline. Need I remind you that our land is constantly contested by different noble families? They're poised to jump in and take advantage of the slightest sign of weakness. While you're here trying to flee reality, we could lose our position, our home, or everything. Right, yes, I know that. Alright, I feel a little sobered up now. Suppose it's time to get back to work. I finally managed to convince my parents to count me out as the heir of the household. Now that Father's been conscripted, I've had to take over the estate in this place anyway. Suppose this marks the end of my carefree, easy life. I mean, you would think they'd be conscripting you first. Like, I mean, I know it says it's up to age 45, but generally... Yeah, generally... I don't know why my voice kind of messed up there. Or, I mean, it could be mostly random. But there's been a lot of situations where it's like, the fathers being drafted before the kids, which is like, I don't know, usually they're either like pure random or you recruit younger people first and then only recruit older people once enough younger people have died that you need to replace them with older people. Since the declaration of war, there's been many ceremonies to pray for His Majesty's recovery. This past months, all my thoughts have been with the Imperial family. Now things have improved. One of my desires is the immediate destruction of the hateful Republic. I'm show them no mercy. I want them to taste the fires of Gehenna itself in this war. You think of what I'm thinking? Seems like he's been affected by the curse. Maybe he's just a fucking hateful old dude. Hey, what are your thoughts on actually going to fight in the war personally? Okay, well, never mind. Actually, maybe we should talk things out. War's at our doorstep, but I can't say it's really sunk in yet. With all the rumors about rationing and conscription, it feels like we're on borrowed time. Miko's still so small, and Edda's had a sparkle in her eyes ever since she took up the violin. I don't want anything to spoil that. Whatever impact the war may have, I must do whatever it takes to protect my children. Oh god, she's so sad! Oh my god, I hate that. It's like, oh, I just gotta keep playing. Mama brought me a violin. I need to hold the bow like Mr. Elliot said, just like this. Oh, I can't make the same note he did. The violin's just so hard. Oh my god, that's heartbreaking. That face plus the constant playing. Violins are boring if you can't play any music on them. I'm gonna take a break. Well, I mean, if it makes you feel better, Elliot probably only needed about 7 seconds to master the violin. Oh, it doesn't make you feel better? Oh, yeah, okay. But he's like an elder god from the higher dimension, so you can't be as good as him. The soldiers are going around requisitioning vegetables and fruits on the farm. We're okay here for now, but who knows how long we can keep our stock up. Our juice sales have just started to look up too. I hope they don't take much more than they already have. White smoothie. Master, you spent a great deal of time maintaining your guns as of late. Could it be that you hope to set out to join the war? That's right, Cornelia. I'll judge whether we can trust the Imperial government in the first meeting, of course. I knew it. There's so much work to do before I depart for the front. Take another week or so to put my affairs in order. It should be difficult, so I'm afraid I must ask for your help on this, Cornelia. I'm just about to exchange information with the other nobles. We still know so little about what the state intends to do in light of the incident in Heimdall. I want to collect as much information as possible, fully grasp the situation at large, and be ready for war. Well, I mean, you gotta give you credit for doing your due diligence. Did I go in here? I can't remember. I think I did? Yeah, we did. Because, I mean, I guess it's theoretically possible that Calvary would do something unbelievably stupid, like try and assassinate the Empire and then blow up the Imperial airship and then, I don't know, whatever else they're accused of doing. Causing Osborn to stub his toe that one time. Causing his soup to be cold that one time. Causing a draft in his office. I mean, all kinds of horrible crimes that Calvert definitely committed. A lot more military trains in service now. That means less trains for us civilians. Now we have to book a room, even though we're only here for a short while. I decided, in light of the war with Calvert has finally started. Waiting so long for a chance to cross the Republic, they're despicable. I want to contribute to the glory of the Imperial Army. Fortunate to be a part of the noble cause, and light for a chance to cross that despicable Republic. Yeah, alright. Why aren't you in basic training then, right now? If you're so eager to do it yourself. We've had a lot of guests lately that are kind of unpleasant. In fact, we had several cancelizations thanks to their unappreciated behavior. It's disheartening to say the least. Apparently a famous painting's recently been stolen in the midst of all the chaos with the war between Erebony and Calvert. I'm scared it'll be robbed too. Just more anxiety to add to the pile, I suppose. Come on, bring them back. We didn't really get a Blue Blanc quest in the last game. I need it in my soul. Seriously, I wish we would just, it's like I mean, it's kind of a Blue Blanc quest, but it's not really a Blue Blanc quest, so... Cold Steel 3, the only game with no Blue Blanc quest? I guess Sky 3 doesn't have one. But it's got a Blue Blanc section with the side story, kind of, so... At least he shows up. In a way. Welcome to Hotel Augusta. Would you like to rent a room for the night? Many people are coming to Saint Arkh for meetings recently, so we've begun offering lunch and dinner courses for these groups. Please refer to the reception desk if you're interested in any of our other services. I guess it's been going on like that for a while now. Seriously, I wish we could just go outside and talk about things like that. We checked up here, but just to make sure. Okay, so I think we can hit up the cathedral now. Yeah. Wait, did I talk to you old folks? I don't remember. I don't think I did. Looks like I started requisiting supplies. Taking into account the enormous amount of grain and new recruits drafted, we may soon find our stable bread missing from the dinner table when winter comes around. Need to plan to increase raw material production for times like that. But I'm retired. Now it's time for the youngsters to work hard. My husband is constantly talking about the market changes as a result of the requisitioning. I tried to tell him to forget about work, but it was just a lost cause. Still, I know that leaving the food agency was like having a limb cut off for him. It's no wonder he still has a lingering attachment to the place. He works as a senior official for the food agency for over 30 years. He obviously still feels attached to it. I just decided to live out my days as a peaceful retiree with my wife right at my side. Worrying about the market is just an occupational hazard, people like me. Ha ha ha! We came here on a previous special ops mission, back when we were asked to collect Aran flowers. Aran flowers, huh? It's a lavender growing around the village, isn't it? That's right, we received the request from the Archbishop at the time. I want to speak to him again, but I think we need to be careful. Indeed, there was that business with Gaius. The Congregation for the Sacraments and the Congregation for Divine Worship are engaged in a turf war, I believe. Yeah, looks like, even a crossbow too. Listen to Elliot play the violin here. What are you doing here? A live performance by an up-and-coming musician is really something special. Yes, the experience is a precious memory for me. You've really grown.
Did I hear you mention you've seen Elliot perform? As in Elliot Craig?
Nope, the different Elliot. Not your Elliot. Go away. Wow, get a load of her. I think she's my age. Randy. I mean, at least he didn't blurt it out loud. We've got the pleasure of listening to a previous performance here at the cathedral. It was absolutely amazing. Damn right.
I'm so happy to hear you say that. To be honest, he still has a lot left to learn.
Shut up.
But even so, I know in my heart that one day, he'll be the greatest performer in the Empire.
He's already there, man. Head and shoulders above everyone else. Who else is as good as Elliot? What, you? I don't buy it. I mean, I do prefer the piano over the violin, but like... Looks like Elliot has another fan. I'm certain he'll become the best. Besides being cute, the aura around him is just something else when he's playing. Cute, is that really a compliment? I believe it's an objective truth. You are also on par with him, Kurt. Please don't involve me. Are you from around here or are you a traveler? Oh, I've come from the capital. I have some relatives living in the area. I haven't really been able to see one of them and the other I can't even get in contact with. Let's see. Do you know if we can help you? We were just taking a look around the town. Yuna. I think we can do this much. Thank you, but I know where one is. As to the other, I was hoping to ask the Archbishop after our discussion regarding a performance. I don't remember, did Elliot mention having family around Saint Arkh? You a musician too? Yes, my name's Fiona. I mean, you could just like, say you're his sister, you know? Fiona, I've been waiting for you. I've heard something about you stopping by Dreknor Fortress, correct? Oh, well, yeah, because I guess he's still in Dreknor Fortress. Alright, yeah, the dad? Yes, the checks are getting tighter, so we had to change plans at the moment. I kind of forgot about that, if I'm being honest. Is that so? Well, there's a lot going on. Granted, I don't know, would he still be in Dreknor Fortress? Because they moved him to the capital. Welcome from your long journey. Let me show you to the Archbishop. Thank you for your help. Oh, until next time. And that only accounts for one potential party member? Or family member? I'm too JRPG pilled. I don't have family members, I have party members. Something bothers me about her. Dreknor Fortress is maybe your base of the Imperial Forces, right? Yes, it's northeast of here. That aside, I can't shake how uncannily familiar she was, from her face to her hair color. The name Fiona rings a bell too. Well, sure won't be forgetting a knockout beauty like her anytime soon, I can tell you that much. Really, Randy? Truly amazing. Can't believe they're really gonna have another all-out war with Calvard. Why is it this nation won't stop fighting, no matter how much time passes? Hades, please forgive the Empire, for our sins are too great. I don't know. She's based. Not the goddess, that is. The goddess is the exact opposite of based, as far as I'm concerned. But to Saint Arkh Cathedral. We've seen a major spike in injuries lately due to all the monsters rampaging the area. Well, I don't know. The jury's still out on the goddess, I would say. Many are exhausted body and soul. That's why I'm burning Aaron Flower incense. It has a relaxing effect. We don't have much, so I can really burn one a week. Now, if you ever feel tired, feel free to visit the cathedral anytime. The monsters have become so violent we see more injuries every day. We've been going through our medicinal herbs faster than ever. However, due to how close we are to this being a great forest, we somehow managing to completely avoid running out of them. If you ever get injured, please come back. Yep. Okay. Think we can go eavesdrop? It's gonna sting a little, so please don't move your leg. Ow! Sister, can you be a little more gentle? A lot of the injuries caused by the monsters fester. That's why we need to make sure to sterilize properly. Stay strong for a little longer. Bro, what are you, 7? When I was working in the fields, I got attacked by the monsters trying to steal my crops. I ran away as quick as I could and managed to get off with just an injured leg. My fields were devastated. All my hard work has gone to waste, but at least I escaped my life. If you're looking for Fiona, she's in the office in the back. I think she's searching for a missing family all by herself. She's a very strong person. I guess she maybe hasn't had contact with Elliot, so that's who she's referring to. I didn't even really think about that. That it's possible Elliot hasn't been able to contact her. But at the same time, I feel like he would be able to. Well, I guess I don't know. I guess I don't really know how he would do it. Because he probably can't write a letter or nothing. And she doesn't have a phone. Like, she doesn't have an Arcus. Goodness me, so he's been missing ever since what happened in the capital? I'm afraid we haven't seen him here at the cathedral for months now. Sorry, I wish we could more help. I'll be sure to let you know if we do see him, though. Thank you, Archbishop. At least we know he hasn't been here. Every little bit of information helps. Worked all over, but I still don't have any leads. So all I can do is trust him and believe he'll keep himself safe. I had a performance here before, so I asked if it would be possible to use this venue again. The IDF refused, saying that they didn't want any tawdry shows distracting people from what's important. It's a difficult time for art. Yeah, it really is. I feel for you. Thank you. It's a pity I'm unable to perform or find clues regarding the person I'm looking for, but I don't have any time to mope. I must focus on things I can do. Oh, you must be the ones who handled my request this past spring. Yes, it's been a while. May I have my cat ears back, Professor? Or Bishop guy? They say youngsters grow up fast. I see you're mature in the short time we haven't seen each other. You really think so? You're different from when I last saw you. You're real determination in your eyes now. So many people come infest with the thought of war these days, particularly the capital. Here you can carve your own path without letting yourselves be swept away. I pray that Adios will bless the path you take. Thank you. I wanted to ask about the curse, but maybe we should find a better time. Perhaps when Fiona isn't here. Fiona has held many recitals in the cathedral. We wanted to be of use to her considering what she has done for us, so there's nothing we can offer. Elliot's fine. He's fine. Alright, we're like over an hour, so we should probably go ahead and call it. Next time we will finish... We still have to do... the Noble District, right? Can you not go there? Yeah, over here. Yes, we still have to go to the Noble District and then be done looking for information in Saint Arkh for the time being. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.